Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be playing with the Zhou family, the matriarch and patriarch of that side of the family. And we're going to get through some tasks that were voted on by you guys for me to do. And for Papa Zhou, we're going to have to get him to do some inspections on his rental units. And for the matriarch, we're going to have to write a bestseller. Now that's difficult. It's just as difficult as trying to get a masterpiece, but I'm going to give it a try. And I do want to give out a shout out of the week. So if you leave a comment on my previous video, I'll go through them and I'll highlight one. And this week, I want to give that shout out to Gambit's Rogue, who left me this message down here below. Just found your channel and this playthrough. I'm going to subscribe and start from the first episode now. Loving your vibes. Thank you so much for giving me that bit of inspiration to continue. I'm so glad that you were able to find the channel and subscribe and join me in this journey. Thank you so much for that. And we're just going to get right into it. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually load the game because we want to play with a different character than I was playing with before. And we're going to go into Del Sol Valley. I often forget that that's the name of that world. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I always call it LA, no matter what. It's like, oh, let's head to LA. So I often do forget that it actually has a name called Del Sol Valley. So we're going to come in here, and a couple of things are going on in here. First of all, we do have the Bailey family that apparently has more kids than I thought. Ivy, okay, and apparently somebody moved in. I have no idea what is going on with the Bailey Moon family, but they're multiplying. And, Dad, Thorn, and Octavia, they own the Orchid A Go-Go restaurant, and I did create this restaurant, and this restaurant is on the gallery, so you can look that up on my gallery ID, which is Denitzia_TLP. And that restaurant is there, and we can take a little tour through it. So I didn't build this myself. This is completely my creation. A lot of the homes and things that you see in this Let's Play were just downloaded and maybe edited here a little bit and there. Some of them were created by me, some of them were not, but most were not. But this particular restaurant was created by me, so I do kind of want to give you guys like a cute little tour, let's say. Let's keep it an afternoon. So the Orchid A Go-Go is a restaurant that's been here for, forever and a day. And how I wanted to build it was to build it with a lot of outdoor space. It's got beautiful view of Del Sol Valley here. And I just thought, let's take advantage of that and let's give it as much outdoor space as possible. So that's kind of what I did. So there is in the first floor, of course, there is seating in the first floor as you come in. There's seating in the first floor. There's also space for, if you wanted to hire a musician, a singer, play some music, etc., etc. Here's the kitchen. The kitchen is kind of like a galley kitchen, I want to say. And then there's a space for employees, right? And that's just, you can't even use the table, once it's in live mode. So it's kind of wicked that way. But you do have some seating here, and then as you go upstairs, you have a bar up here, and then the main feature, which is the outdoor seating. And then as you go up, you have I actually use the Star Wars bar. Oh, I can see, it's been open before, so you can see a lot of the plates and things like that. But I did make use of Star Wars. Whenever I can, I try to make use of the Star Wars pack. It is my favorite pack because I am a Star Wars fanatic, in case you didn't guess by my background. But I did make use of that Star Wars bar, and I put it at the roof. It's like a rooftop bar, and it does have some seating, but really it is mostly featuring the bar itself. So I have played in it. I have played as a chef, in it, and I have played as a client or somebody looking to go to dinner. And they do have kind of like this VIP area over here as well, and that's the premise of it. It's very modern. It's very see-through. It's all that kind of stuff. But I do have this on the gallery, so if you do want to download this for your build, I really focused on the outdoor, kind of being like someplace where you could just stroll through, and enjoy the gardens, as well as having the ability to have some seating for the waiting Sims is always great. Although they never use it, they just stand there. I don't understand. I certainly would not stand there, but they just stand there. So at any rate, that's kind of the restaurant, and again, you can get that in the gallery, Denitzia_TLP, and you will find the Orchid A Go-Go. Okay, so the idea is that Thorne Bailey owns that with his wife Octavia, and the Vanderbilts are frequent goers, and we'll play with the Vanderbilts next episode. So Madison Vanderbilt is an actress, and she's a very young actress. She's 23, and she's married into the Zhou family. She got married to Hai, and Hai is in his mid-30s. So there's that dynamic, where he kind of wanted a younger wife to give himself some time, because he doesn't want to have kids yet. He feels like that's something that he'll do later in life. So he thought if he has a younger wife, he can guarantee that they'd have kids later and not now, which was the drama of his divorce, was that his wife wanted to have kids right away, and he is not about that life. He's still kind of like I said, he's in his 30s, but he's kind of like still acts like he's in his 20s. So he's not ready to do that, much to his parents' dismay. And this is the family that we're going to be playing with today. It's the matriarch and the patriarch. So we have Ming-Na Zhou. She is named after Ming-Na Wen, who is the actress that plays Fennec Shand. And if you haven't, do watch The Bad Batch, because I think the next few episodes are going to have Fennec Shand involved in it, and I'm just tickled pink about that. I love her so much. She's one of my favorite actresses in Star Wars, so I named her after Ming-Na Wen. And then we have Huyang, who is named after the robot, the very ancient robot that featured in the series of Ahsoka. And he was also part of the Clone Wars as well. He is a character from the Clone Wars. I love that robot. I actually love all of the bots in Star Wars, from R2-D2, who's one of my favorites, to C-3PO, to Huyang, to... I'm one of those people who loves BB-8, okay? I love BB-8. I love that little round ball. I may not like all of the stuff in the sequels, but I love me some BB-8. But yes, for sure, he is named after that. So I just figured, I'd give him a little ode here into my biggest obsession, right? So let's go ahead and get started. And what we got to do with Huyang today is he needs to go and inspect his rental units. He has quite a few, and because he's like, the whole premise is Huyang is a property baron, and his the way he has his zillion dollars, or whatever the case may be, is because he has invested largely in real estate and has always done that. And I beg to differ, but I don't think that the CEO of a company that big would ever go themselves to inspect their rental units. They'd probably have people for that. You know what I mean? But the other thing was I unfortunately had to remove a couple of things. And one of the things... Oh, today's our health day. Okay, we do have to do that. Okay, so I removed Simrealist's S&B Bank. There's some incompatibility. It could be on my side. I have so many mods going on. I don't have another finance mod, but I did remove the bank and checking and all that. Something wasn't working properly with that, and so I decided I was going to remove that. So I think that this is something that we're going to have to do today. Let's go ahead and try and do that. And I think it's for both of us. If I am not mistaken, it might be for both of us. But we do need to do that because I did keep private practice. I actually enjoyed that. I went through that gameplay last time as well. And I actually really did enjoy that. That was fun. And that didn't have as many bugs as SNB did. And I'm hoping to reinstall it at some point. But for some reason, it wasn't paying the bills. And I don't know if that's just some incompatibility. I want to say it's some incompatibility with maybe MC Command Center or something like that. So I feel like, that's something that we're going to have to figure out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cheat because if you know me, I'm going to cheat a little here because it is 4:36 in the morning with this. I wish you could set the time. So if Sim Realist is listening to this in any way, I wish you could set the time for your appointment, so that it's a little more convenient. So I will cheat that. So right now, what they got to do is they got to come back here. So we're going to make them do that. Okay. So we're going to have her do that and him do that. And then it's going to, kind of walk us through the tasks, which I think are great. And what we have to do based on the votes is, of course, we have to inspect the rental units. So I think that's one thing we're going to do today with Huyang. And then I got to get her started on trying to write this bestseller. And she's really going to have to write quite a bit of stuff. So we will do that. And so now she's got to check the blood pressure. So we're going to have her do that and him do that. Very cool. I do love this gameplay. I think this really adds a lot of realism to your game. So I highly do recommend private practice. I do notice that they don't kind of go all the way to the bathroom, which is kind of interesting. So they don't go all the way to the bathroom in doing that. So we'll have them go to the bathroom. Okay, so she's done it. So she'll just use. All right. And he'll do the same. Stop doing that. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why they always go to this one. I would rather them see they both do that. It's quite annoying. I would like to direct them to the beds. I will be honest. That would be a better, instead of having that be automatic, have it be something that you make the players do. I think some autonomy is good, but in these kinds of gameplay mods, we want to leave it up to the player as much as possible. And that's just me coming as, I'm the CEO of a game development company, right? So I kind of know a little bit of what I'm talking about. But I'd like to see more of that be left up to the players. So the more you can make, and I love the way that it's structured with here's your to-do task list of the things that you need to get accomplished. And also very important to have the descriptions. So when I hover over a task here, you see the descriptions here. I think that's really well done, very well done. But I think the more that you let the player do, the better. Just guide them, right? Guide them in that direction. And I think that's a necessary thing. So I think after this, they're probably going to go do, because they're doing their health checkup, and they're also doing the sickness thing, if I'm not mistaken. She's going to do that with her husband. I'm sure she's probably I need to get my estate planning. I'm freaking out about this. And also, just so you guys know, they have a lot more money than this, but when you delete the SNB, they have like 2,855, I think it was like something like that. Add it. There goes. So I'm cheating that, but they had that before, and the reason I gave them like 5 million to start, and then we bought the house and you know all that kind of stuff, and did a lot of renovations to that house and stuff like that. So, okay, so are we good? Let's see. Flu shots. Underweight, normal blood pressure, 24 days. Underweight, blood pressure, low blood pressure. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so she has low blood pressure. Okay. Rather have that. Okay, so she's going to come over here and she's going to purchase some medication. It's recommended to take 1 dose every 24 hours. So let's go ahead and, you know what, we're just gonna, I have a little thing on my mouse that allows me to get that all the way up. And then I think we don't need anything for him. It's just recommended thing. I'm also gonna get some regular medicines. I'll get like 10 of those. Cool. And I think that's it. Right? We didn't get the treadmill or anything like that. Okay. All right, cool. He didn't get anything. So, he has normal blood pressure, so we are cool. All right. Awesome. Okay. So I think that's done, and then let's go ahead and get them back home. We gotta get her to write that bestseller. So back to LA. Over here, and we will get her to try to get that bestseller. That's a hard one too, because there's different qualities, guys, of books. That when you write a book, you have to edit it, you have to re-edit it, and the chances of you getting a bestseller approved, it's the same as trying to paint a masterpiece. So I'm not sure that we will accomplish that one, but I'm gonna give it a shot. So I think we're going to get her to write a few, and then I think at that point what we'll do is then we'll start getting Huyang to go and do the rental inspections. And I think the other thing that was interesting for me is, you know, he's trying to build a new apartment unit. And so that's something that they're trying to do as well. Here in LA, so Del Sol Valley. So I think that that's also something that we can try to do, and maybe try to figure out a floor plan. I think that would be fun. I think, you know, he's trying to do most of that. So I think one of the things that she's going to do is take her medicine. So she's going to take that medicine. There we go. She's going to sit here, and she is going to go ahead and let's do it. Let's write a book. She has a few. Okay, if you can't, you won't. That's my motto. If you can't, you won't. That is a motto. I named that book, by the way. It's if you have the mentality of you can't do something, you never will. Right? So, I mean, throughout my life, that I have been told no so many times in my life, guys, because I was born with cystic fibrosis. And so my doctors always said no to me a gazillion times. You know, I wanted to be the next Indiana Jones, and they were like, no, you can't do that because, you know, dirt has the most amount of, if you guys didn't know, dirt contains the most amount of bacteria that you can get, right? And one of the bacteria that's very prevalent in dirt is bulk holder cepacia. And that bacteria is easily fought off by you normal folks, right? But not by us CFers. It really gets into our lungs, it colonizes, and it damages lung tissue. And lung tissue is not regenerative. So You know, when I was 10 years old, I watched Indiana Jones. I was like, that's what I want to do. And, you know, much to my doctor's dismay, they were like, nope, you can't do that. And I'm like, well, watch me. And my father, I was lucky enough to have a father and a mother that, you know, always instilled in me, you know, just try it, right? Just do your best, try it. And if it doesn't work, move on to the next thing. But if you always adopt that mentality of I can't do something, you're never going to do it. So, you know, be that person that says I can and I will, right? So I love that for her. She's going to get ready to do that. Let's see what he has to do for his tasks. So he has to research. Let's do that to give Ming-Na a little bit of time to actually write, because I think that when I go to another lot, your Sims tend to do other things. That's a thing that I've never quite understood about the Sims. Like, if I set my characters to do a task and I take another character within that family and go to another lot, then the character that remains at home ends up, you know, like they stop doing whatever I set them to do and they go do other things. And you're like, what the heck? And you come back to the lot and they haven't even finished the thing that you set out for them to do in the first place. Like, I wish that was fixed, so that, you know, you can set up your Sims. Like, I would like Ming-Na to continue writing her book while he, you know, goes and does his inspections. I mean, I think that there's, you know, that's 100% something that should stay an ongoing task. And once she completes that task, then she could, you know, be doing other things like her gardening and this or that or whatever, right? So, and then again, guys, these garden boxes, holy heck, they're having some problems. I don't understand. Let's get them mulched. I don't understand how they're having all these problems. It's really annoying. And he has to go to work. So, let's finish this later and let him go to work. And I think, doesn't she go to work? I thought she would have the day off. Work in 2 days. Perfect. Okay, so we will let him go to work. And I think one of the things that we will do when he gets back from work is he will do the thing. But at least we get some time with Ming-Na to see how she does at completing that task. And you guys can see how long it takes to write a book, right? Like, we are less than a quarter done with that. So it's going to take a bit. So again, not fully, what's the word I'm looking for? Not fully sure that it will be able to do that today. All right. Okay. And we have our little cat here. I think one of the things that is going to be really important is, let's see if we can get her to like a quarter of the way done. So like in here. Now, the other thing about my gameplay is I do have MCC Command Center and I have adjusted game time speed. It moves too fast. Like at its default, it just moves too fast. You can't get everything done that you want to do in a day, and it's just annoying to me. So I went ahead and I adjusted that game time. And you can do that by going to any computer. I'm not going to mess with what she's doing, but you go to any computer, you go to MC Command Center, you go to MCC settings, game time speed right here. I have it at 50. The default value is 25, so that is what the game is set at. And, you know, you'll see less than that makes the days go faster, and greater makes the days go slower. So I bumped it up to 50 because I think that's where it's comfortable for me. But that is also something that I've done. And I'm so grateful to Deaderpool for making MC Command Center and upkeeping that thing, because I honestly don't think I would ever do any gameplay if it wasn't for MC Command Center. I would just, it would just be a build simulation for me. I more than not, I really love to build in The Sims than to actually do gameplay. Because, you know, again, they're like just some you know, oddities with the game and the gameplay that if you didn't have something like MC Command Center, you would be hard pressed, okay, to do. So let's call him over. All right, and let's make sure that we kind of get a little bit, oh my goodness, let's see. We gotta get her needs together here. She gets a little bit of social. Let's see here. Enthused about cats. I love that for her. She is very much. And she's gonna discuss her fears to kind of get this to go away. And I think we're gonna get, and we're almost to a quarter. So I think that we'll let her do, let her do her thing there. Okay, so we do need to discuss fears. Did that get kind of, yeah. What is he? Ooh, that is so bad. Oh my gosh, scratching the furniture. We need to lecture about scratching right away. Okay, and we definitely need to use the restroom. Let's make sure. Okay. Let's see. I don't think that really moved our needle anywhere. Are they not an elder? I thought they were. Okay, let's lecture. We're almost at 25. Well, we'll stop there. Let's make sure she lectures about scratching. Oh. Okay. Let's get her to use the potty. And let's put those up. And the cat is doing all this scratching. What is happening? I don't think that is good. Okay. So we will get her to potty, and then I think what we will do is let's make sure that she talks to some, let's get through some wants. She's going to chat with Chantal, have a drink at the lounge. Okay. Gather information on estate planning. I love it. That is from the Golden Years mod, which I do have, which is fantastic. Pull this away. Let's get her to wash her hands. And she can brush her teeth while she's at it. And oh, Tinkerbell's sleeping. Okay. All right. And I think royalty report. Oh, that's on her previous books. Let me take a look here. She's an adult. Oh, I thought she was an elder. So you have to discuss with an elder. So that's interesting. All right. Let's go ahead and harvest all of her plants. We need to calm the bees. We will do that. And we will throw those into, the flowers will go into the flower arrangement thing. And then we will put She's watering. Okay, so that's good. So her butler is watering. That's great. So we get them watered. So that's amazing. And we will throw all of the flowers in here, and then all of the fruits will go in the refrigerator. All the fruits and veggies and herbs and all that good stuff. So we will have that. Okay, she is very happy right now. For sure. Okay. And then we'll return to see if we get that bestseller. All right. And then when Huyang comes home, we will send him out to do the thing. Here's transfer. Put all flowers in here. Let's go ahead and calm the bees. And that is also the calm bees thing. I also have that. That is from Little Miss Sam, where we have the ability to do that. You can do that if you right click on it too. It's not a difficult thing. If you right click and if you have testing cheats true, you can make them calm. It's more immediate. But doing it through gameplay, I think, is really kind of interesting and cool. So I'd rather do that. And it is winter. Let's see how chilly is it. It's cool. So that's pretty cool. Let's try to... Do we need to eat? I think maybe we do. And it does give them social when you do that. So I do appreciate that Little Miss Sam gave us a way to make our bees calm, but you know, through a gameplay initiative. So like I said, the more you can do with gameplay, the better. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna transfer all of that inventory, whatever we got. Transfer, put all ingredients into the fridge, and we are more than likely going to get some sort of leftover. Let's do a breakfast scramble, and we will sit here and eat. Don't ask me. That is from the funeral, the mortem. Everything we click has this, you know, if it's clickable, it has this choose Sunday's best outfit thing, and I don't understand it. I don't know why she's sitting there. I mean, she's right here. So I do have auto save on, guys, with MC Command Center. I have it on every 15 minutes. Or I think it's every in-game hour that happens, which is, I think it equates to roughly every 15 minutes. So that's kind of where we're at. Okay, let's play with our cat for a little bit. Okay, and the butler will come and get that. So I think that's fun. I do have some custom content in here, guys. I threw in some Hey Harry, some Clutter Cat, those kinds of things. So I do have some custom content in here, just to you know, get into that. But it does give her some social, so I think that's pretty interesting. Let's get the cat to eat. Tinkerbell, let's make sure she eats, and let's keep going for that. Oh, it's rebate day. Oh, I really no. She's got enough stuff. She's bought too much stuff. She's got a house full of stuff. I mean, this house is crazy grandiose. Crazy grandiose. I mean, I remodeled it a bit. I did remodel it, but this is a download. It's not something I did myself. So it is a download. And I tweaked. I tweaked it. So the top, this is the master suite area over here. Here's some additional rooms, probably that, were her kids' rooms at some point. I think this is Hai's room, old room. This is May's old room, or maybe it's this one. Who knows? I think it's this one, actually. So I think this is Hai's, this is May's, and this is the guest. And they had a small room that they converted for when the grandkids come to visit. So they have like stuff in there when the grandkids come to visit. This main floor, of course, is got like a living, like a family room, book room, study type of thing. It has Huyang's office, which has a private bath. It has her office here as well, as you can see. So, and this is not a private bath, but it is a bath. So let's go ahead and continue to try to get, if you can't, then you won't. Let's try to get that done and see if it's a bestseller. I tell you, I will say it's pretty hard to get a bestseller around here. That is for sure. Okay. And then we are waiting for him to come home. He should be home. We were about 3/4 of the way there. So he should be home soon. And once he gets home, we will send him out to inspect his rental units. I think, and then I think, let's see what we get from the book. If it is a bestseller, then I think what we can do is we'll finish her book out, make sure she finishes that book, and then we will go and kind of figure out a general floor plan for the new apartments that Huyang is building. So we will do that and finish off with that. So I think that'll be great. And then next episode, guys, we're going to be playing with Ming-Na and Huyang's eldest son, Hai, who May named her child after him. Hai Zhou and Madison Vanderbilt, and she's an actress. And I think I'm going to take you through the whole acting career, because it's obviously, listen, I work with actors every day, right? Because I am in video gaming. So we not only work with voice actors, but we work with live action actors, because we do performance capture and motion capture for our video games. So I'm very familiar with that process. So I think it'll be interesting to kind of let me go through the paces on that one. All right, so let's see here. How are we doing? Did she finish? Right. She did. Oh boy. All right, let's see. Did she? No. What happened? I don't see it. I don't see it, guys. Well, I don't see the resume writing. Where's my book? Where's my book? Hello? Is it in the... Where is it? This is my question. Where did it go? Is it in the inventory? I don't know. So I think I'm gonna have to scrap the book. Maybe it's bugged. Because usually it's like an USB drive, right? Does this take forever? Wow, it just got buggy. So I don't know what happened. Let's go ahead. Let's write an outline. And we will do that. And then we're still waiting for Huyang to get home. He should be home real quick. So I think what we will do is we will have them, let's see where his needs are. He needs a bit of fun. So I think he needs dinner He needs a bit of fun. I think one of the things that she's going to do is she's going to tell her butler. Let's see here. Oh, is she coming this way? Okay. Let's do this. Butler, assign task, cook family meal. So I think that's what's gonna happen. All right, and I think that's what they're gonna do, and he's almost home. Wow, okay. He just put down his glass out of nowhere. Let's just drink it. It's interesting that she's writing her outline. Very cool. All right, and then I think he's coming home any minute now. He's got 15 minutes before he gets home, and he's gonna want to do something fun. It's raining, so I think that's terrible. He'll go into his private bathroom and do this. So I think that's what we'll have him do when he gets home. Do that. And he will wash his hands and brush his teeth, and then probably by then, Ming-Na's got a ways to go. Okay, we've got this going. Very cool. All right. Ah, there he is. Yep, he makes quite a living. That's for sure. He is sore from work, so we will have him. Let's go ahead and grab a serving after he does all of that. That's great. And she'll do the same. She'll grab a serving after she completes hers. She's spent, they were up at 4 a.m. to go to the doctor's, so I feel like they are going to go to bed early. Let's be honest. So then she's going to eat, and I think then she's going to probably, let's get her to do some fun. I don't know what happened with the book there, guys. Kind of went haywire. It is what it is. But we will get her to get that bestseller one day, for sure. And I'll screenshot it and put it on Twitter. And it is forever going to be Twitter. Okay, so I am not calling that thing X. You got me bent. After freaking 30 years of it being Twitter. Like, talk about brand annihilation. I mean, you know, one of the things you develop a brand for is for brand recognition. And you're just gonna, it's the same thing as HBO calling their app for their streaming services Max. Like, okay, you have HBO and you have Cinemax. Okay, and comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. You have HBO and you have Cinemax. Out of these two, brand recognition, HBO is up here, Cinemax is down here, okay? You go with what is most recognized. Why the heck would you name your app Max? Makes no sense. 0 cents to me. I don't get it. But, you know, it's the same thing as that. You're going to rename Twitter. Why? Because you hate Twitter? I mean, that's pretty obvious that Elon Musk hates Twitter. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? He bought it for spite. So let's be honest about that. But you know, it's brand annihilation. I can't get on board with that. Just can't. Okay, and I think he's gonna need some fun. So, and I think, you know, she's gonna want to spend some time with her husband. So let's make sure after she eats. Okay, so he's good. Let's make sure they'll probably sit and chat together. And I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to just play with Ming-Na. And that's what she's going to do. Let's have her... Oh, hold on. Before she joins there. Let's have her use the restroom. Let's have her go potty. And, okay. Where is he going? What? Where is he going? Hello? Where are you going? Where you going, buddy? Where are you going, buddy? All right, let's go do this. They'll go and they'll play and they'll talk. And they'll be like, I think one of the things that they would probably converse about, like she, you know, she's got like this fear of death. So I think this is a great time to like discuss that. They're going to play together. They're going to have some fun together. Why is he? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So let's discuss fears. And we'll see if that works. So they'll get some fun up. Okay, why is he dazed? I mean, no. From unknown. I don't understand. All right, so I think his fun is coming up. Awesome. So he's kind of sore from work, so maybe we should have him. And they're not talking to... That's the other thing that The Sims really needs to do is enable the ability for tasks to be done while conversations are happening. Like you should be able to always, like if I'm playing foosball, I should be able to talk to you. Okay, that's more realistic for me. When they do things like that, I think it takes you out. Like now I gotta wait until they're done. Like that's no. So let's go ahead, actions. Let's go ahead and add them to groups. And we'll make that a group. And then they'll sit here together after. And let's see how his fun is doing. It's coming up, but not quite a lot. And I think he's just really sore. So I think like, no, my son. Oh no, that's my son-in-law. No. Not interested. I'm too tired for that. I'm an elder. All right. So I think here we go. Discuss fears. And she's just like, I really feel like we need to really like put together our estate plan. We've got so much money and we need to make sure Hai gets it all with very minimal taxes. She's like, this is keeping me up at night. And he's like, I don't know, you worry too much. We're still young. and, you know, and she's like, what do you mean we're young? We're like in our 60s. He's like, oh, people are living till their 80s nowadays. And we got another 20 years before we have to worry about this. Besides, what we planned, we've already gone through this many years ago. Why do we need to go through it again? Because you know how men are. Once they complete something, they never look back at it, right? That's just how men are. Tell me I'm wrong, guys, okay? And so she's like, you're worrying too much about it. And she's just like, listen, I feel like we need to look at it and whatever the case may be. And then he's like, okay, honey, okay, fine, we will do that. Let's just make sure, let's make sure we review it. If that calms your fears, we'll go with that. He's just like, that's just what we'll do, right? And here they are, and he's just like, listen, I know we have like all these things, and yeah, I know, we should probably, you're right, honey. You know, which of course always goes over well, right? Anytime my husband says, you're right, honey, makes me feel great. Look at him. Aw, look at him go. Ho! Look at that. 2 plus signs on his heart monitor. Oh, smack. The love boat. Ask to woohoo. Ooh. Let's whisper sweet nothings. We'll do that. And he's gonna, you know, lean in for a kiss. He's gonna go in for a kiss. Like, oh, you're so right. I mean, you're my dream girl. I wanted you from the moment I even knew about you, even though you didn't want me. Oh, look at him make out. Look at this guy just sitting here. He's like, oh, just, you know, let me just read a book while you guys make out. You know. Let's send this guy to bed. Let's see, can we? Here we go. Go to sleep. There you go. Yeah, go to bed. And then the cat is bothering us. Like, come on, dude. All right, I think everything is really cool. Okay. She's like, honey, I'd love to be able to make out and all this, but I'm tired. I've been struggling all day with this book. It didn't turn out right. I ended up scrapping it. And, you know, it just didn't feel right. And I just scrapped it. And then I toyed over a new outline and I'm swamped. She's going to sleep. She's like, I'm going to sleep early. Besides, we have to get up so freaking early to go to the doctor's. I'm swamped. I'm out. And he's like, fuck. I really thought I was going to get some. And I'm like, well, that's what porn is for. But let's get him to okay, let's have him rest a little. Maybe he takes a little bit of a nap. And just a tiny bit. And we fast forward that just a little so that we get a little bit here. Just a tiny bit. Okay. And yeah, perfect. All right. So we will do that. And then he's going to go perform his inspections on his rental unit. Let's go over to the one in Island Living, so in Sulani. And by the way, where I want to build the apartment is in here, and I've sectioned it out. So what I want to do here is have like independent villas, like build little villas. So I think that would be really kind of cool to do there. So that's kind of what I want to do. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I want to do in some of the other worlds, because we really want Huyang and Ming-Na to have a lot of properties. So we want them to be able to, let's go here. We're going to go by ourselves. We're going to leave the wife at home, and we're going to inspect that unit. So not always do we want to build apartments. And I'll tell you, I would be more keen in building apartments if for rent got fixed. I'm going to be honest. Okay. That pack has so many bugs, and it's like, come on, it's an expansion pack, one that we paid a lot of money for. We should have those patches out by now. To fix some of these issues, guys. I mean, I don't understand why we don't. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so we're here. We're going to knock on door. Oh, let's see. Oh, this is for like a multi-unit. Like, I don't know why. Okay. All right, so we will knock on the door. Okay, and then we will inspect. And if you go through here, you will see where it says do inspection and maintenance. So we will go ahead and do that. And the more you guys do that in your rental unit, so with the property owner, this is where I'm like, I get really bent out of shape. If you are trying to live as a renter and you have no interest in property management, you're going to see a lot of breaks and a lot of this and a lot of that and outages and power surges and all that kind of stuff. Because if you don't play as the landlord of the unit, you can't do these inspections. And these inspections is what keeps all of those things down. Now, what you can do is on the phone, you can call the property owner to come over. And if you click on them and you go to the rental option in the rental category, you are then able to ask the property owner to inspect certain items in your unit, or if you have items outside of the unit, you're able to do that as well. So I would do that a lot in order to avoid getting all the electrical surges and water heater issues and all that kind of stuff. So definitely going to be doing that to all these appliances, all the ones that we can. So do inspection and maintenance. We are going to do inspection and maintenance here. And wait, there's no, what? Oh, come on. All right, then let's do inspection and maintenance here. Okay, awesome. And we might have to, I mean, it did kind of say, yes, do it for all. So we will do it for all. Do inspection and maintenance. Do inspection and maintenance. So we will do that. Now this apartment, I did not do the actual building. So I downloaded the building. The building was empty, but I did decorate it. And my idea was this was going to be a bunch of single folks all living together, trying to make it out in the world because, it is hard out here for a pimp. Okay. And so they all kind of cram, and this happens all the time. So they all kind of cram together, in a one bedroom unit. They're going to university and they're studying to be interior designers or architects or whatever the case may be. And they all have like similar interests. So that was my idea behind decorating this unit so that, people would have individual bunk beds and is more of a student lifestyle, right? Okay, so we are getting through that. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Okay, awesome. And then we'll do that with the microwave and then the others. Okay. And I think that's it for the inspection. I feel like. Awesome. And we're gonna all lights. Okay. Where is this person? Did she like leave? She did. I don't even know who she is. I have no idea. All right, so we will make sure that all of this is done. This is good. Routine maintenance, guys, is the key. So we're just speeding through this. And now it's like 1:30 in the morning. He's tired. He's like, okay. All right, we got to get going. All right. So I feel like that's definitely great. Let's get him to use the toilet. That'll work. I don't even know. Oops. I don't even know where this person is. Where is the owner? I don't know. Oh boy. All right, and he's gonna wash his hands. Okay. So then that's pretty much done. But that's pretty much how you inspect a rental unit. And if you do that a lot, you know, you will avoid constant breaks. All right, so let's get them to get some rest. And then tomorrow, tomorrow in-game, what we'll do is we'll try to get her to write again. I really feel like I don't know what's going on, but I feel like we'll see if Ming-Na will get that bestseller tomorrow. And she's got an outline, so I think that's good. So we're going to have them get up. Haunting! Visit the unit to resolve the issue or okay. We have a rental emergency, guys. Oh boy. Okay. Get a cheap contractor, get an expensive contractor. We will do that. They can afford it. Visit the unit to resolve the issue or call a contract. He can't visit the unit. He's the type of guy who probably would have that be done by somebody. Like, here, do that, right? Like, I get the inspection is kind of like interesting because, you know, he is doing that. What's this? Okay. Great job taking care of the haunting ghost. Household's impressed by it. And your unit rating went up. Awesome! This is per day. To me, it's like, oh my gosh. Like, that's so much, isn't it? That's like a lot. 200 per day. Well, if you think about it, a luxury apartment is like maybe 2,000 a month, right? So how would you do that? 2,000 a month. We'll divide that by 30, which is the average. It's like $65 a day. They're really expensive apartments. Well, there's the previous blood pressure medication has worn out. She needs to take another. All right. So let's have him. Let me see here. Where are we? All right. So let's have him take a bath with soaks, muscle relaxing bath. So he's ready for his day. And we're going to have him brush his teeth as well after that. And we're going to have him get leftovers. Okay, we're going to have him do that. Okay, let's see her. She can get up. Let's have her use the toilet. She will brush her teeth as well. She's like, hi, hubby. Let's have her take a quick shower. Does she have to shave? Nope. All right, so we will do that. We will have him. And he's going to work. He's got 30 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, let's get him to do what he needs to do. She's like, okay, where's my cat? What is wrong with my cat? Let's figure this out. She is meowing up a storm. Meowing up a storm, guys. To get some leftovers as well. And I think we're going to have to get her to get spayed. I'm just saying. And luckily, our son-in-law is a veterinarian. Where our daughter-in-law is an actress. Nothing useful. That's probably her take on it. You're a what? I'm an actress. How is that useful to me? I'm not gonna be hiring you to come act for me. You know what I mean? Like, she's probably like, now, I need something useful. At least I can say Bodhi, my son-in-law, is useful because he is a veterinarian and I love to have cats. I've had cats my whole life. So that works for me. Let me make sure that he gets off to work. All right, guys, so we have seen him off. So we are going to try to go ahead and write that bestseller. So we've already got an outline. This task has been completed and is currently unavailable for the current project. Let's research some writing techniques. And I think if you do all of those, that it actually helps you in your endeavor to get a bestseller. So like if you have an outline, if you do research, if you do, those kinds of things, naturally they help you get through your next writing task. Okay. So we will get all of that done and then we will try to create this book. And let's see if that works out for us. Okay. So that is being done. Let's go ahead and have her work from home. And let's see. Chat with her, conduct research. Okay. And we are chatting with our agent. Awesome. And I think we are going to go ahead and research. There's side gigs we could do as well. That's kind of interesting. I like those. Okay. Contribute knowledge. Now, research. Let's do... Okay, let's do that. That'll work. Good writing through feedback. And then I think we can go ahead and do try to do the bestseller. And hopefully it doesn't bug out. Welcome to The Sims. You know. We're going to have her do this. She's going to sit. And Huyang is home. So a nonfiction book about changing your mindset to improve your life. Okay. So we will get started with that. And he's earned a raise. Wow. Okay, cool. Clean, you will experience an increase in your bills. Okay, clean energy production. Interesting. Let's move that. Let's move towards that. That is an MC command center thing that allows you to speed that up. And that's by turning on instant upgrades. I do believe that is in here. Oh, you got to get to a computer. It is in here. MC Command Center. Or maybe it's an MC Tuner. Yes. Change interaction behavior. And then it's allow instant upgrades enabled right here. And then here. Water recycler. Water recycler. And that'll help their bills too. So if you guys, if that's the first thing you guys do, that's a good thing. Okay. See, like this right here, she should be able to chat with her grandson and as she's writing. I mean, like, do Sims not multitask? Because I know humans do. That's for sure. So, Ming-Na, your literary agent here. Congratulations, they're finishing your book. Send me a copy so I can read it. Okay. Okay, we will email her copy. She did all of her stuff together. So all of her tasks are done, and then he needs to eat. Oh, he did complete his research. Did I do that on accident? Sometimes I do that on accident if I right click in some places. Sometimes that happens. All right, so we've got his task done that you guys voted on. We're trying to figure out how we can get the bestseller from Ming-Na. I'll read it over and get back to you soon. All right, so I think that's it. That's all we can do with them right now. So we did get his tasks accomplished. I think one of the things, let's see, it's 11:04 p.m. Let's go ahead and put them to bed. Let's make sure that, number one, our butler is sleeping. Has to wait for the results as well. So he's got all his tasks done. I think everything for him is great. So I think, and we managed to at least get energy efficient and water recycling on all of the objects, but we do eventually want to be able to upgrade those things. We probably will, but this isn't like our main family. Our main family is Bodhi and May. May is the daughter of these two. That's really the family that I want to focus the Let's Play around. But, you know, I wanted everybody to get introduced to the other players in this family, because I feel like a Let's Play in The Sims is really taking you through the journey of your sim through their lifetime. And it'd be very bleh if they didn't have like family connections and family drama and dynamics and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like that's something that I'm really interested in telling. So I wanted you guys to get to kind of know everybody. But on our next episode, we are going to be playing with Huyang Zhou, who is Huyang and Ming-Na's eldest son. So we're going to play with him. He is the eldest and she's the youngest. So she's married to Bodhi, of course, and they have 2 kids. And Hai doesn't have any kids, doesn't want kids right now, is married to a very young Vanderbilt. And if you know anything about why does she keep getting renamed? I hate that. She is Vanderbilt. She's not taking her husband's name. Anyway, Madison is it's got to be a setting in MCC. But Madison, you know, is an actress. So we will take you through the acting career and everything that is entailed with that. I don't think I'm going to put up a poll for them, at least for Madison, because I'm very clear in what I want to do with her. I want to show you guys the full acting career. But with Huyang has his son Hai working with him. So they work together at the company, right? So they're pretty closely aligned. So maybe we will see some father-son drama there. But let's get these guys to bed. And thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Leave a comment down below and tell me what your favorite thing has been. Who's the person of all the characters that you've watched so far? Who is the one that you most gravitate to or most connected with? Which one of these characters speaks to you? And leave that as a comment down below, or just let me know how you're liking the series, what you guys want to see. And I will be sure to give you guys the shout out of the week on our next episode. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.